All right, everybody, we're back in the garage. So we're pretty much full bolt-on status with the F10 535i. And one thing that has been annoying me since I bought the car was there is a error light on the dashboard that says windshield washer fluid is low. And every 3 days I refill it with water and it comes back. So I'm guessing the reservoir has a leak. I haven't seen much information on this. There's some stuff about changing the actual cap for the windshield washer fluid. I did that and I'm still having the same problem, and I noticed a little drip from under the car. So the windshield washer reservoir is under the front passenger tire. So we're gonna get the car in the air, take off the front passenger tire, take off the fender liner, and just kind of see if we can find out where that leak is coming from. So I'm gonna fill up the windshield washer fluid all the way with water. That way by the time we get in there, we can find where the leak is and then hopefully fix it. And if you guys are having this problem where you got that annoying message on your dashboard, this will help you figure it out. So I don't know what parts we need yet, so we might have to order some parts, but we're gonna take it apart and dive into it. So hanging out in the garage today, so let's dive into it. All right, so we got the car in the air, we got the wheel off, and so now we got to take this fender liner off. We've got some of these 5/16 bolt that are on like the underbelly, and then it looks like we have some like panel clips. So we'll try to get these off and see what's behind here. All right, so when you're removing this fender liner, there's 3 plastic rivets right here. And so the easiest way to take them is I took a pick tool. So this is what they look like. They're in there and then they have this center dowel in them. But they're flush when it's inside there. So what you're gonna wanna do is take a pick tool and push this dowel all the way through. And then that'll make it so that you can reuse these, or you could just pry them off, they'll break and then you can buy new ones. But yeah, once you push that dowel all the way through, it'll pop off and you can take the rest of the liner off if all the screws are taken off. So just be careful when you're pushing these through, they'll fall down. And then if you don't have this center dowel thing, you can't really reuse this. So that's the trick to remove that. All right, so I got the wheel off, I got the rear or the back part of the fender liner off, and then I filled it up with water, and I found that the water was actually leaking between the connection between the fill tube and the actual reservoir tank. So I think the culprit is this O-ring. So I'm going to go to the hardware store, try to find another O-ring like this. It's pretty stiff and brittle, so I doubt it's doing a good job of sealing. So I'll get a new O-ring, put it around this tube, and see if that fixes the leak. But it started to drip from that connection. I didn't see it dripping from anywhere else, so hopefully that's the cause of this pesky problem and we can move on. So I'm gonna get a new O-ring and then we'll see if it still leaks. All right, so if you keep getting a low windshield washer fluid warning on your BMW, then that's kind of the process you're gonna have to go through to diagnose it. Luckily for me, it was only an O-ring and we're back in business. So I don't ever use my windshield washer fluid, but the notification on the dashboard would always annoy me, and so I found myself refilling it every couple of days. And now to know that it was leaking out into my fender well, it's good to know that we fixed it. So follow this build by subscribing to my channel. If you haven't already, drop a like on the video, and I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching. I'm just really trying to show you no love.